Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and in celebration of the Chinese New Year, the Jordan brand team is bringing us a way to celebrate the new year with the Air Jordan 1 Low OG, and these are called the Year of the Dragon. Hence, this is the Year of the Dragon. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. For joining us for the first time, welcome in. Be sure to hit that subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these reviews and unboxing videos. Today we are going to be celebrating and bringing in the Chinese New Year with this amazing looking Air Jordan 1 Low OG. So we'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled this really cool color combination, and then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. Let's jump right into it. Shout out to anyone who is a Year of the Dragon. I always wanted to be a dragon in the Chinese calendar, but I'm a tiger. Definitely let me know in the comments if this is your year. I hope you were able to cop a pair of these to celebrate the fact that this is the dragon, the only mythological creature out of all the other animals that are on the calendar. So as far as the aesthetic goes, this is definitely influenced by the dragon itself, and of course some of the key colors combinations that they decided to go with are very influential and very important to the holiday, specifically red. So before I actually jump into the sneaker itself, I do want to show this really cool red envelope, which you probably see kind of everywhere during the Chinese New Year, which is one of my favorite, I guess, memories as a kid, is I used to get these red envelopes, which would have money inside of it, and who doesn't love money in a red envelope? I don't think the Jordan brand gave us money though with this one. So let's see what we have. This is a really cool charm. So it looks like we have this silver charm. I'm going to try and hold it up close so you can kind of get a look at it. It's got the Jumpman logo in the middle, so you can definitely attach this to the sneaker itself. I honestly feel like I would wear this charm more like a bracelet, just because I think it will fit my wrist, because I've got kind of small wrist, maybe a little bit long to hang on the sneaker itself. But I do actually really like this little additional accessory piece that they've given us. And again, it has this really cool red envelope with the Jumpman logo there. And of course, it's got this really cool dragon with the Jumpman logo kind of jumping into the dragon. Really nice subtle details that they've added on the accessory pieces this year. And as far as the color scheme goes, we've got jade, which is one of my favorite tones of green. And not only is it jade, it's got the really cool texture and pattern of what a dragon's skin would look like. So that's all on the upper of the toe box here. And then we've got more of a kind of muted off-white tone for the smooth leather on the toe box. And instead of using this red tone that you see on the envelope, I'm really glad that they decided to go with more of an aged Bordeaux look for the laces and for the other Bordeaux accents on the top of the tongue here. And then we've got beige tones for the Nike Air, and then a nice kind of heather gray tongue in nylon with some darker shades of gray outlining that. All right, so let's take a look at those details, then jump into the side paneling. our way to the side panels, this is where we are getting this nice metallic sheen on the Bordeaux swoosh mark. Really pops off of that off-white leather and really just combination-wise goes so nicely with this nice tone of olive green or jade green. On the back is where we're getting gold, and gold also is typically really influenced during the holiday as well. So we've got some metallic gold on the back of the heel, and then embroidered perfectly in that Bordeaux shade is the Air Jordan Wings logo. Then on the lateral side of the sneaker, we've got the same exact color blocking as you saw on the medial side. The interior has a nice luxurious fill with this satin metallic silver tone, giving it a more upscale look. And then as far as the insole goes, you also get a really cool different logo than what we're used to seeing. Same logo as what we actually got on the envelope itself is the logo that you're going to see on the insole. And that color scheme is in a nice just cream tone on top of that Bordeaux shade. Then the sneaker is completed with a cream midsole and then this translucent clear tone for the outsole. The box also matches the sneaker perfectly. I love that they've given us a special edition jade box with this beautiful cream tone for the Nike swoosh mark branding. Really pops, and again, just altogether makes this packaging a better package to celebrate this special holiday, which again is the Chinese New Year, and we're celebrating the year of the dragon. All right, so let's take a look at all of those last and final details, and we'll jump into size and fit. All right, so as far as sizing goes, I typically go true to size on my low silhouettes. This was in men's sizing, so if you do have high arch, narrow feet, definitely I think you'll be good with sticking true to size. But if you have flatter, wider feet, that might just subtly change just because we have different types of feet. So take that into consideration when deciding on what size range will work best for you. All right, so now let's jump into styling. I had so much fun styling the sneaker just because I really am in love with the color blocking that they decided to go with. And I feel like it's just such a pleasing, easy color combination to style. So for the first look, I'm actually gonna bring out this piece just because it literally matched the sneaker perfectly. So of course, it's also celebrating the Chinese New Year, and that was the KITH Treats Special Edition hoodie that they released. So I was able to get one of the hoodies, which is the same kind of tones that you see on the sneaker itself. And of course, we've got this really just dope dragon that's wrapping around this nicely embroidered KITH logo. And underneath we've got treats. And as far as the packaging goes, I have to bring this box out too because the box is so cool. We've got the dragon and the KITH, and it's a sweatshirt sized box, but also there is a game on the back. So for those of you, I used to play pin the tail on the donkey. This is kind of the same concept. So you can actually pin the tail on the dragon. So you're able to actually cut the dragon's tail off and then blindfold yourself, of course, and try to pin it on the bottom of the dragon itself. Let me open the inside because this actually show you what this came with. So this has the KITH packaging as well that it came with, but it also comes with a marker, and it's a KITH Treats Sharpie. How cool is that? So you also get a little collaboration there as well. And then as far as styling this sweatshirt itself, I decided, of course, to go with some nice olive tone cargo pants to really go with the aesthetic of the jade tone that you see on the sneaker. For the next look, I definitely wanted to dress it up a little bit. Decided to go with this maxi satin red skirt for a more dressier feel. And then I layered a starter crew neck sweatshirt that was in a light heather gray. It had some more Bordeaux color scheme on it to match the Bordeaux accents of the sneaker. And then underneath, I had a striped button-down collared shirt in white and black. Then for the final look, kept it pretty dressy, this time more monochromatic. Decided to go with some kind of khaki tones with a mini khaki skirt and a matching khaki toned cropped zip up jacket. Definitely feel like khaki tones will really work well with this, especially since there are gold accents with this. So don't feel afraid to dress this up or dress it down. I really think that they, again, just killed it with this collaboration and made it very easy to just add into your wardrobe. Have not already checked out Apothecary, Seth Fowler's website for socks, we have restocked my scrunch socks, which I actually wore in the styling section that paired perfectly with these, which is the sand colorway. Those are also in white, black, and a gray tone as well. So if you haven't already tried those socks out, definitely snag a pair before those sell out because they sold out last time so quickly.
From a mile away, not as sleek as you think. DMs early in the AMs, I'm not Becky from the street. All this time, baby, our love was so deep. You can't sleep lately, but what about me? I'm sorry, darling.
All right, so as far as the resale goes, these retailed at $160. They're currently going between $170 to $250. I honestly think this is one of the best Jordan brand collaborations that has been done for the Chinese New Year. I think that they knocked it out of the park with this one all around. Really just great high quality materials that are different that we haven't seen before. And I also just think that the color scheme of this is amazing. All right, everyone, that is it for this unboxing and review. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We will catch you all in the next episode.